Welcome to Signos. When your package arrives, your box will contain 3 boxes of Dexcom sensors, 1 transmitter, alcohol wipes, 10 Signos athletic covers, 1 Signos insert, Dexcom manual, glucose drink. Let's review the transmitter. This is what it looks like. You'll see it's got a slightly hollow shape. This is where the sensor will fit in. There's also a unique ID number at the bottom. Make sure you keep the paper or box with the ID number or note it down as you'll need it later on. One transmitter lasts for 90 days from the day you first start using it. You can't start and stop using it. Once you start, it's active for 90 days from that first day. Now on to the sensor. The sensor seems really large, however the bulk of this is the disposable applicator. The actual sensor is built into the bottom and is fairly small. This flat part has the adhesive and it also has a unique ID number similar to the transmitter, so be sure to keep the adhesive cover or keep your boxes as the needed ID numbers are on the packaging. When you're ready, you can peel back the adhesive cover to apply the sensor on your body. We'll show you how in the next segment. Each sensor runs for 10 days. Our partner app, Dexcom, will notify you when you need to switch out each sensor and transmitter. You just peel off the sensor like a Band-Aid and then put a new one on after 10 days.
Before you apply your CGM, there's a few things you should know. The sensor should be applied first thing in the morning after fasting overnight, so plan ahead. You need to wait 2 hours after applying the sensor before you can eat, exercise, or shower. The CGM can be placed on either side of the stomach or the back of the arm. Shave the application site for a pain-free removal. Always choose a new application site with each sensor to let your skin breathe. Okay, let's get started. Grab a transmitter, a sensor, an alcohol wipe, and an athletic cover from your Signos kit.
For the CGM to work accurately, it can be placed 2 inches on either side of the stomach. With the alcohol wipe, sanitize the sensor application area and let it dry. While that dries, get your sensor. When you're ready, remove the adhesive cover from the sensor and make sure you don't accidentally touch the adhesive. It's very sticky. Bring the device over to the area you just wiped down with the alcohol wipe. Break off the safety guard above the orange button and click. Using your fingers, gently go around the sensor 3 times. This will activate the adhesive and ensure it stays on for the entire duration of 10 days. Now get the transmitter. Because of the shape of the sensor, you'll know how to align the transmitter. Once it's aligned, press on one side and you'll hear a click. Press on the other side to hear a second click. If you pressed on the center of the transmitter and not on the sides, you may hear 2 quick clicks in succession, which may sound like 1 click, so keep an ear out for that. The final step is the athletic cover. This is optional. There are 5 sections. The center tab can be left on if you don't want it to stick to the transmitter, and the 4 surrounding tabs can be removed one by one. Remove one section at a time so it's easier to apply. Position the cover over the CGM and press down on the cover from the inside out so the cover sticks properly without creasing. Be careful not to touch the adhesive and smooth into place. For arm placement, wipe the area with an alcohol wipe and use your fingers to feel just below your deltoid where the looser skin of your underarm is. Remove the adhesive and place the sensor over the application site. Break off the safety guard and click the orange button. Gently go around the sensor 3 times and insert the transmitter until you hear the 2 clicks. Now that the sensor is applied, you must sync the sensor to the Dexcom app in order for it to calibrate correctly as well as sync to the Signos platform. Data from the CGM is transmitted securely to the Dexcom app as a security and privacy measure, and from there it is shared with the Signos platform. Let's walk through the process. Once you open the Signos app and enter your personal information, you'll come across the Dexcom page. Click the button to download the Dexcom app. Once the Dexcom app is downloaded, open it up and set up an account by following the prompts and entering your information. Dexcom will ask for an email address and confirmation of the email address, your country of residence, and agreement to the terms and conditions and privacy policy. Once complete, hit the submit button and Dexcom will send you an email to verify your email address. Click the link in that confirmation email to complete the Dexcom sign-up process. It will prompt you to create a username and password. Enter your first name, last name, country of residence, and zip code, birth date, gender, and suggest a nickname. The final page lets you review all the information you just entered. Review your information and click Submit. Click Get Started, which will take you from the Dexcom email back to the Dexcom app. Log in with the username and password you just created. The Dexcom app will take you through safety information about the CGM and have you set up alerts. You can set these alerts as high and low as possible since they won't impact you. These alerts are meant for diabetics for whom managing their glucose is critical. Now it's time to connect your transmitter. Follow the Dexcom prompts to turn on your Bluetooth if it isn't on already, so that your phone can receive data from the transmitter. Enter the serial number of the transmitter when prompted, which you can find on the device itself or on the label on the box. Next, enter the sensor code when prompted by Dexcom, which can be found on the adhesive cover or the sensor packaging. You're almost done. Watch a short video on how to apply a CGM, and the Dexcom app will first connect the transmitter and then start warming up the sensor. The sensor calibration process will take 2 hours, and the Dexcom app will display the running clock for reference. While that's happening, we recommend going into your Dexcom settings to turn off high and low sound notifications so that you don't receive unnecessary notifications. We do, however, recommend that you leave the signal loss notification on. As the 2-hour calibration is taking place, go back to the Signos app to complete the final phase of the integration. Follow the in-app prompts and log in with your Dexcom username and password so that you authorize Signos to read your data from the CGM. Go back to the Signos app and sign in one final time with your Dexcom login. Once the 2-hour calibration period is complete, you'll receive a pop-up notification from Dexcom saying the sensor setup is complete and your glucose readings are now available.
A few reminders before you go. Always keep the ID number of your transmitter and sensors. You need them for proper Dexcom syncing as well as any potential replacement orders. Each sensor will stay on for 10 days total. You can exercise, shower, sleep, and even swim with it on. One transmitter will last 90 days, so this one transmitter will be used with each consecutive sensor for 90 days total. Always, always keep the Dexcom app open on your phone. If you soft close the app, your glucose readings will not sync to the platform. The CGM uses Bluetooth to transmit data, so always keep your phone within 20 feet. The glucose drink will be used on day 2, so keep it nearby. Congratulations! You are officially synced and ready to begin your Signos journey. Thank you for being part of the Signos community. If you have any questions, please email us at support@signos.com.